It don't matter. I've already sparred him. He didn't hurt me once. And he was way bigger than me, and I was whooping his ass.
How long ago was this?
Long ass time.
This is Ryan. This is Ryan. You're going to see Ryan. This is going to be Ryan. And you're going to say, man, he looks good. His weight is good. And his strength is unbelievable. So you're going to see.
The left hook. That left hook is preposterous.
He's got the reach on him, too.
That left hook is so fast. Like, he catches guys in exchanges. You don't even see it land.
Yeah.
You know, I know he has a right hand. He uses it, but is
Ryan Garcia exposes sparring clip with Mario Barrios before their fight. Allegedly leaked footage circulating online appears to show Ryan Garcia dropping Mario Barrios during intense sparring. And Ryan isn't denying it. In fact, he's leaning into it, suggesting he already had Barrios hurt and overwhelmed. If that clip reflects reality, this fight may be more personal than competitive. But sparring stories can be twisted. The real truth only comes out under the bright lights.
Real, like, bro, I was like trolling a little bit. Like, obviously I was just like throwing that out there. But this dude is a weirdo, bro. At the end of the day,
the footage doesn't lie. In the sparring clip, it's clearly visible that Ryan Garcia is landing the cleaner, sharper shots while Mario Barrios is forced onto the back foot. Ryan's speed stands out immediately, quick combinations, fast exits, and that signature left hook snapping through. Barrios looks reactive rather than in control. If this is a real glimpse into their past rounds, it raises serious questions about what happens when they meet again under the lights. Ryan Garcia's father didn't hold back and made it clear how much he dominated Mario Barrios in sparring. He revealed that Barrios couldn't even push full power, forced to conserve energy, while Ryan controlled every exchange with precision and smart movement. It wasn't just brute force, his timing, angles, and fight IQ stood out. This clip shows Ryan isn't just confident, he's already setting the narrative before fight night.
He couldn't go more than 5 pounds. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. In sparring, he couldn't do that. He had to really pace himself. And what did it was that
Mario Barrios admits that Ryan Garcia's punches in sparring were unlike anything he's faced before. Landing 6, 7, even 8 rapid-fire combinations, Barrios says some shots even knocked him out of rhythm and forced him to stay defensive. He calls it invaluable sparring, highlighting just how fast and precise Ryan is. Even Barrios, a seasoned pro, had to respect the intensity, showing that Garcia's skills aren't just hype, they're real.
It's just how damn hard he hits, you know what I mean? And he's throwing like 6, 7, like 8 punch combinations, you know, that you don't normally get hit with. And I mean, so I'm in there, you know, I'm sleeping like 2 or 3 of the punches, and then, you know, then I'm still getting caught, you know, 2 or 3 at the end, and I'm in there.
Derek Chisora keeps it brutally honest, saying that sparring clips don't always translate to real fights. Ryan Garcia may dominate in the gym, but Chisora reminds fans that sparring is about learning, not proving. You can hit anyone in practice, yet the pressure, stakes, and unpredictability of an actual fight are entirely different. His take adds balance while Garcia looks dominant in clips. Fight night is the ultimate test of skill and composure.
To learn, so the guy you knocked out in sparring, he's understand, okay, I did this silly move, that's how I got knocked out. So I'm gonna have to stop doing these silly moves so I don't get knocked out. So when people come out and say, oh, I've knocked out in sparring, I stopped doing sparring. But
David Adelaide emphasizes that Ryan Garcia packs more power than most anticipate. While many recognize his technical skill and speed, Adelaide highlights that the real danger lies in the force behind his punches. Opponents may underestimate him, assuming he's all finesse, but his knockout potential is very real. This insight underscores why Garcia isn't just a flashy boxer, he's a legitimate threat in any matchup, capable of changing fights with a single shot.
He hits harder than people expect. Because a lot of people, obviously, they pick up on his boxing and how good of a boxer he is, but he hits harder than people expect.
Tyson Fury doesn't mince words, calling the upcoming fight a clear mismatch. Comparing it to a Land Rover trying to compete with a Ferrari, he paints a picture of one-sided dominance. Fury's blunt analogy suggests that Ryan Garcia's speed, precision, and overall skill could leave Mario Barrios overwhelmed from the start. His perspective adds weight to the narrative that Garcia isn't just favored, he may be operating on an entirely different level.
I don't see how it's going to be a good fight. I think it's a mismatch. It's a one-sided, as my Land Rover outside having a four-wheel driving contest with a Ferrari. It's a one-sided.
Duke McKenzie lays out a crucial perspective on sparring, reminding fans that sparring partners aren't there to fight at full intensity. They operate under strict instructions, often going easy to simulate scenarios without actually challenging the main fighter. In the context of Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, this means any footage of Garcia dominating in the gym should be taken with nuance. The sparring partners are essentially controlled variables. While it highlights Ryan's skill, timing, and precision, it doesn't guarantee the same dominance under real fight conditions. It's a strategic rehearsal, not a preview of fight night chaos.
For a reason. When you bring in a sparring partner, they're under orders. And if they're under orders in this particular fight, then these sparring partners have been told under no uncertain terms to go easy. Go through the motions. Don't try and...
Joe Rogan can't stop praising Ryan Garcia's left hook, calling it one of the most devastating weapons in modern boxing. It's not just the speed or power, it's how quickly it reaches its target, combined with impeccable distance management and angles. Fighters often underestimate it until they feel it, giving Ryan a huge tactical advantage. This punch alone can change the course of a fight, making him unpredictable and extremely dangerous. For opponents like Mario Barrios, it's a reminder that facing Garcia is not just about surviving combinations, it's about anticipating one of the fastest, most precise hooks in the sport.
It's one thing that's so, like, Ryan Garcia has this nasty left hook. It's the
This kid is super fast.
Yeah, it's a crazy left hook. It's so goddamn good. It's so much better than most people's that everybody who fights him doesn't understand what he can do until he does. He just whips.
Fast, powerful. Both.
Fast, powerful, distance management, angles that it comes from. It comes up, it comes around. It just hits you faster than you know it's supposed to get there.
Mikey Garcia provides a measured take on the upcoming clash, emphasizing that the outcome depends entirely on which version of Ryan Garcia shows up. If the explosive, fast, and precise Ryan steps into the ring, he has a clear advantage and a strong shot at victory. However, if Barrios brings his experience and counters a less aggressive or off-form Ryan, the fight could swing in his favor. This analysis highlights the psychological and physical stakes Ryan must be on his game to dominate. The unpredictability makes the matchup fascinating, showing it's not just skill, but timing, mentality, and fight IQ that will decide the winner.
It's a difficult decision because it depends on what Ryan shows up. If the explosive, fast, and strong Ryan shows up, he's got a really good chance.
He's got it. He's the champion.
However, if
Barrios got the belt,
Mario Barrios uses his experience, which he has, and we see the Ryan that fought Rolly, for example, then Barrios would win.
Okay, so
it kind of falls on Ryan, which Ryan shows up to fight.
If Ryan's on his game, you got Ryan?
I got Ryan.
Hey, you're a class act. Good luck on that. Hopefully, I think you're going to get...
The Wade concept breaks down Ryan Garcia's defensive mastery, showing how he turns simple fundamentals into a weapon. By framing with his lead hand, controlling distance, and mirroring his opponent's movements, Ryan forces mistakes while maintaining perfect positioning. Cut an angle, and he cuts it back. Overcommit, and he lands clean shots with surgical precision. This first line of defense isn't flashy, but it's highly effective, making him nearly untouchable when executed properly. For Barrios, it means any aggressive rush can be instantly punished, and for viewers, it underscores why Ryan's technical brilliance is as lethal as his power and speed combined.
Frame with his lead hand, keep the distance, which he does such a good job of. If you move forward, he moves back. You cut an angle, he cuts an angle, right? He just mirrors what you do, and the moment you make a mistake or overcommit, he touches you with the lead hand. That's first.
Max Kellerman breaks down why Ryan Garcia's combination of skill, speed, and smart boxing makes him such a dangerous opponent for Mario Barrios. When a fighter like Ryan uses his advantages intelligently and avoids unnecessary risks, he becomes extremely difficult to beat. Kellerman compares it to past legends, noting that no matter who they faced, a boxer with that level of speed, precision, and timing can dominate like a Godzilla in the ring. For Barrios, this means he's not just facing power or quick combinations, he's facing a fighter who can control distance, exploit mistakes, and punish any overcommitment. Ryan's sparring footage, live performances, and technical mastery all reinforce why. Kellerman sees him as a near impossible matchup if he shows up at his best.
But when a guy has those advantages in boxing skill and speed, and they don't take risks, they are almost impossible to beat. So no matter who Purnell was fighting, no matter who Roy was fighting, if someone would have asked me who they're going to be, they're fighting Godzilla.
Jeff Mayweather gives a nuanced take, acknowledging that both Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios are legitimate punchers with knockout potential. However, he points out that Ryan might have a slight edge in speed and possibly power, which could make the difference in crucial exchanges. The key, he says, is which version of Ryan shows up on fight night, the one who's fast, precise, and composed, or a less consistent version. While the matchup could appear evenly balanced on paper, Mayweather stresses that fight night is unpredictable. A slight advantage in reaction time or timing could swing the entire bout. His insight highlights the mental and physical preparation required, showing that beyond raw ability, mindset, strategy, and execution will dictate the true outcome of this highly anticipated clash.
Both guys can punch. I think Ryan's a little faster and maybe might punch a little harder. I'm not sure, but so that makes it a pretty much an even fight. But like I said, but Ryan Garcia, which Ryan is going to show up?
Robert Garcia offers a measured perspective, praising Ryan's skills while acknowledging the challenges ahead. He points out that Ryan has the speed, power, and overall ability to become a champion, but warns that nothing is guaranteed. Mario Barrios is experienced, disciplined, and a formidable opponent, chosen strategically because of his capabilities. Garcia emphasizes that this fight will test Ryan's full range, his technique, stamina, and mental toughness. The matchup isn't just about raw talent, it's about who executes their game plan under pressure. While Ryan has all the tools, Barrios' dedication and ring IQ could present obstacles. Garcia's analysis reinforces that the fight will be competitive and exciting, but if Ryan performs at his peak, he has a very real shot at dominating and achieving championship glory.
It's a good matchup for Ryan. I think Ryan has the skills, the power, the speed to actually go and become champion, but there's a few things that I see that might not be in his favor. And look, Barrios is dedicated. I know him. He's actually a good friend, a good person. And they chose him because they think Ryan has everything it takes to become champion, to become the world heavyweight champion, because they're already planning on huge fights with Devin Haney and whatever out there for Ryan.
Oscar De La Hoya praises both fighters, noting that the matchup could be historic if Ryan Garcia rises to the occasion. He highlights the significance of Ryan potentially achieving something that even legends like Pacquiao couldn't, framing it as a career-defining opportunity. De La Hoya emphasizes that this fight won't be easy. Barrios is skilled, strong, and experienced, making the challenge real. However, he also stresses that Ryan has the talent and determination to show the world what he's capable of. For fans, this creates massive anticipation, because a win here would cement Ryan's legacy and mark him as a true world champion. The fight is framed as a pivotal moment where skill, preparation, and heart will collide in an unforgettable battle.
No, I actually have to commend, Barrios and Ryan, and if, making that fight. Yeah, it'll be a special fight. I mean, imagine Ryan beating Barrios, something that Pacquiao couldn't do, or an older Pacquiao couldn't do. It would be a big accomplishment for Ryan. Finally becoming a world champion after all these years. It's exciting. It's exciting because it's not an easy fight, and then again, Ryan can really show the world, what he's made of.
Mario Barrios reflects on being in his prime, acknowledging that the step up in weight and division could benefit him if he executes his strategy correctly. He admits uncertainty about whether Ryan Garcia will show up at his absolute best, noting that past performances at 135 and 140 pounds may not fully predict the challenge ahead. Barrios' preparation and mindset are focused on adaptability. He knows he must adjust based on what Ryan brings on fight night. His honesty adds an intriguing layer to the matchup, showing confidence without underestimating his opponent. The dynamic between the two fighters isn't just about power or speed. It's about mental toughness, strategy, and who can impose their style first. Barrios' remarks suggest he's ready, but he also acknowledges that Ryan's unpredictability makes this fight a true test.
I feel like, I'm definitely in my prime at this division. I think, that's something that, can benefit me, in the fight.
Do you think he's different than the guy we saw at 135 and 140?
It's hard to say, like he said himself, right? It depends on what Ryan shows up. I just know, I'm getting ready, to fight, a focused Ryan.
Ryan Garcia gives a bold preview of what fans can expect in the fight, emphasizing that his strategy may lead to Barrios taking significant damage. He predicts multiple cuts and asserts that Barrios will struggle to stop his attacks. Ryan's confidence is rooted in his preparation, speed, and precise technique, and he frames the upcoming battle as a proving ground for both fighters' toughness. Calling Barrios a warrior himself, Ryan combines respect with psychological pressure, signaling he's ready for a high-intensity clash. His remarks serve to hype the fight while planting doubt in his opponent's mind. For viewers, it underscores that Ryan isn't just talking, he's confident in his ability to dominate if he executes his plan correctly, making this one of the most anticipated matchups leading into fight night.
I'm being dead serious.
I ain't gonna need saving.
I think it's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm just saying.
Might be.
Mark my words. And I think he's gonna need to stop it, but he won't. Yeah. But hey, you're a warrior. You're an Aztec warrior, so
100%.
Right? So, ooh, it's gonna be good. I cannot wait.
As fight night approaches, the stakes couldn't be higher. Ryan Garcia has shown speed, precision, and power in sparring, dominating Mario Barrios and leaving fans buzzing about his knockout potential. Barrios, in his prime, brings experience, determination, and resilience, promising a competitive clash. The question now isn't just who's stronger, but who can control the pace, stay composed under pressure, and execute their plan flawlessly. Every punch, every movement will matter. So, are you backing Ryan to continue his sparring dominance and claim victory? Or do you think Barrios will shock the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The debate is on.